vegans have come up with a lot of ways to make bacon without meat. Now, I personally have tried practically every way to make vegan bacon, and after much trial and error, I believe that I have found the 3 best ways to make vegan bacon. Bacon. Yeah, that was my best Homer Simpson impression, and don't you worry, there'll be more. Yes, we are making 3 varieties of vegan bacon in today's video, so whether you're craving something like crumbly bacon bits for a pasta, or crispy strips of bacon for a sandwich, or you just feel like eating a chewy, heartier piece of vegan bacon with your tofu scramble, I got you covered. Also, make sure you stick around until the very end because I'll be taste testing 2 store-bought vegan bacons to see if they are truly worth buying over making your own homemade vegan bacon. I don't know why I keep eating it. I think I'm just so fascinated by how bad it is. Let the baconing commence. Okay, so for all 3 of these recipes, we're going to be using this one bacon sauce. So grab yourself a bowl and then add some soy sauce and a liquid smoke. You can also use smoked paprika if you don't have liquid smoke. And then you're gonna add oil. You can use any kind of light, neutral tasting oil. I'm using avocado oil here. And then for a little bit of sweetness, you can add a tablespoon of maple syrup plus a little bit of tomato paste. You can also use ketchup here if you don't have tomato paste, but just reduce the amount of maple syrup. Then for delicious flavor, you gotta add some garlic powder. Now just give that all a good whisk until it is well emulsified. Now onto the fun part. Let's make some tofu bacon bits. So for this recipe, you're going to take a block of extra firm tofu and you're going to break them up into little chunks like bacon bits. Try to get them as small as you can, but whatever. Big chunks are fine too. It kind of makes for a heartier, chewier texture anyway, which I kind of like. Now just mix them all up together in the sauce until they are well coated. It's gonna be saucy, but that's what we like. Now grab yourself a baking tray and line it with either parchment paper or tin foil and lightly oil it, and then you're just going to drop those little bits on top of the sheet there. Space them out as evenly as you can so they crisp up nicely, and you're gonna bake them until they're nice and crispy. These are so flippin' good, you guys. You're gonna want to put them on everything. Salads, bowls, pastas. Oh, now originally I made this for my carbonara pasta, and oh my gosh, they are just so top-notch, guys. Alternatively, you can make this exact same recipe like so in bacon strip forms with extra firm tofu. It's a nice choice if you want to serve it up with some scrambled eggs and hash browns for a nice vegan breakfast. Moving on to this delicious crispy rice paper bacon. So we're going to take that exact same sauce and we're going to pour it onto either you can use a plate or a flat bowl plate, but I'm using a plate because it just makes the most sense for me. Now what you're going to do is you're going to grab a sheet of rice paper and you're going to dampen it in some water. In fact, you're going to completely soak it in some water. So you're going to just kind of drag it through a plate that has about ½ an inch of water in it until it is all soaking wet. Then you're just going to shake off any excess water and you're going to drag it through that plate of sauce. Now, this is kind of messy and that's okay. We can handle being a little bit messy. And you're going to flip it over until both sides of the rice paper are coated in that sauce. And of course, if it's like really drippy and wet, of course, you can kind of shake off any excess. And then you're going to carefully transfer that over onto a cutting mat or a cutting board. Now, full disclosure, this was the first attempt that I filmed here. And if I were to do it again, I would use 2 layers. So I basically do this, but repeat it. And I would layer 2 saturated, saucy layers of rice paper on top of each other. And I'll explain why a little bit later, but it's totally fine. The way I'm doing it right now is still totally great. Now you're just going to either take a sharp knife or a pizza cutter and you're going to slice the rice paper into little bacon-sized strips, like so. Now for the really fun part. You're gonna cook them. So heat up a large frying pan or skillet with some oil. And you're gonna carefully place down each strip into the hot oil, making sure they're not touching each other because they will absolutely stick to each other. This was probably my 5th or 6th attempt that I filmed. The first ones were pretty messy. They were not very successful. This took a lot of trial and error, but finally this round turned out really good. This is when I'm using 2 layers of the rice paper together, and it really held its shape so much better than using 1 layer of rice paper. This was definitely a fun and somewhat frustrating experiment, but I think it turned out so good in the end. Like, those look so good, so pro. They actually look like bacon. Like, look at that. They are crispy, they are the perfect amount of charred, and they just look so good. Now, for this recipe you see here, I chopped them up and used them as like large bacon chunks for a BLT salad, which I will be posting a recipe for later on this month. Oh! Did you hear that? Mmm. Last up is soy curl bacon. Now, if you have never tried soy curls, they are the chicken of the plant world. They're so good. They're high in protein. They contain the whole bean. It's literally a 1-ingredient food, and they're awesome. And they're like these little meaty morsel strip things that you must try if you have not. You just need to. So you gotta rehydrate them first to use them. So just pour some boiling water over them in a large bowl and then just cover them with a plate. And all you gotta do now is let them soak up that hot water for about 10 minutes or so until they look something like this. They will have soaked up a lot of that water. So now all you gotta do is strain them out in a colander, kind of press out the excess liquid with the back of a large spoon or a spatula. And now you have these nicely hydrated, meaty strips that are super spongy and they have a really nice chewy texture. And now, very similarly to how we cook the tofu bacon bits, we're just going to pour over that yummy bacon sauce right over the soy curls, and we're gonna mix them all together until they are all well coated. Now, you can really use as much or as little as you want. I actually ended up using even more than what I poured on in this video because I felt like they weren't fully saturated. I like a good saucy soy curl. So I think you know the drill now. Get a sheet pan with a little bit of oil on it, and you're gonna just dump those soy curls onto the sheet pan. Make sure there's some space between them so they don't just steam, because we want them to crisp up. And look at that, crisp up they did. These are really, really quite something. I would say that my favorite way to eat bacon soy curls is like in salads. Like put it in like a Caesar wrap or in a bowl, or you know, with a grain and some veggies. They're just so good, and they're really crispy and crunchy, and they have the most delicious texture. And while they may not look very similar to authentic bacon, they definitely give off like really yummy bacony vibes, and just the texture alone is so satisfying. And as you see here, they just really add a nice boost of protein to your meals while tasting like bacon. So the possibilities are really endless with how you can use bacon soy curls. Okay, so now I'm going to taste test each individual bacon, and then at the end I will give you guys my full overall thoughts on taste, texture, how easy it is to make, all that stuff. Without further ado, let's cue up the taste testing montage. Huh. That is salty. Huh. Canadian taste tester approved, eh? It really brings out my inner hoser. It really gives the jaw a workout. This bacon, I think, could only be redeemed if you slathered butter on it. And if you're a Simpsons fan, you know. Kind of gives me like salty Play-Doh vibes, and kind of it's just kind of tastes like paper and Play-Doh and salt. I don't know why I keep eating it. I think I'm just so fascinated by how bad it is. I'd say that's damn near the closest thing to bacon I have tasted so far. Holy grail of vegan bacon right here. That one's going right in the trash. That was a lot of bacon. Bacon. Alrighty there, folks. We have done the taste test, and now I'm gonna break them all down for you. We're gonna talk about how easy they are to make, the texture, and of course, how good they taste. So, starting off with how easy they are to make, obviously, the clear winner would have to be any of the store-bought bacons, like the tempeh or the Light Life. You bring them home, you take them out of the package, and you throw them in a frying pan or a toaster oven, and you walk away. So very, very simple to make. However, I will say one negative thing about the Light Life bacon, and that is that it was absolute garbage trying to peel out each individual bacon strip out of the package. They just pretty much completely split in half. It took me like 5 minutes just to take out the bacon. So that's the only negative thing I have to say about that. Overall though, the store-bought bacon, very easy to make. Honestly guys, it just takes a few minutes to whip up your own delicious, flavorful bacon sauce, so you might as well just do it, because making the tofu bacon and the soy curl bacon is so easy. It's so easy. So definitely recommend you do that. The rice paper takes obviously a lot longer and it's a little bit of a struggle. There's a little bit of a learning curve, at least in my case. So if you want to save some time, just maybe start with the tofu or the soy curl bacon. Moving on to texture. Okay, so this one was an easy winner. It's gotta be the rice paper bacon. That crisp, the crunch, I mean, you guys heard it earlier in the video. Let's replay that crunch action for you. That is like music to my ears. So good. It's so crispy, you guys, and honestly, it's just so satisfying. It's great in a sandwich. It's just great overall. So if you're a crispy bacon lover, definitely the rice paper is the way to go. I will say one honorable mention though, in regards to texture, the tofu bacon bits are top notch, you guys. They are like these jumbo, chewy, and crispy bacon bits that are so good in a salad or on top of a pasta or any kind of bowl. So I would definitely recommend you try them because they're just so satisfying to eat. Wouldn't quite say they're the best if you're gonna serve them up with like a side of tofu scramble and hash browns, but if you're gonna top them on like a pasta or a bowl or whatever, so good. Lastly, let's talk about the most important thing, the flavor, obviously. Which one tastes the most like bacon? I would have to say, well, anything that was cooked in my bacon sauce, but more so the tofu. The tofu and the soy curls together were honestly so good. Like, they are little flavor sponges that just absorb all the flavors of the liquid smoke and the tomato paste and the maple syrup and the garlic and the spices. Like, it's just so incredibly flavorful. And while the rice paper bacon was really good, I kind of feel like it tastes a little more on the charred or burnt side, while with the tofu bacon, you get more of the flavor of the sauce. I'm super stoked to see what you guys end up making. Let me know in a comment below, and if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed because I'm gonna be making all kinds of recipes that include these different kinds of plant-based bacon, and I don't want you guys to miss out on anything that could help you in your delicious plant-based eating journey. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in an upcoming video really soon. Bye! Oh, so salty. How is this legal? How is this a food item on shelves? It's just like eating salty cardboard. Unexplained bacon. It's so bad. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Surprising, but good.